I'm back with more blazing. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat for this message because I am not playing with you all today. How much is self-doubt costing you? How much is living in limitations costing you? It has to be expensive. And that's a check I do not want to write. That's a check I do not want to write. William James, American philosopher and psychologist, he stated, compared to what we ought to be, we are only half awake. Our fires are damped. We are only half awake. Everybody out here talking about I'm woke. We are only half awake. We have not even begun to tap into our mental resources. And James was on this mission to understand what separates the good from the great. The individuals that have in their mind's eye a vision, goals to be achieved, and they accomplish them versus those that wonder and wander. And as soon as the pressure hits, they fold because it's too difficult, because the load feels too heavy, and they quit. Well, in the same vein, there was the University of Pennsylvania and the University of Michigan that partnered together to study 2,500 cadets at West Point. They wanted to know what was the key indicator for success. And this is what they found. It wasn't the SAT scores. It wasn't the leadership potential. It was not even the physical aptitude. It boiled down to mindset. Grit, grit. They had the ability to pursue a passion and persevere despite the obstacles. The ability to go the distance, year after year after year after year. I remember in my younger years when I did not have the grit. Anything that went awry, Christy was backing out. I mean, all the way out. And so there was a pattern of starting and stopping. And I know I'm not the only one. But one day, the giant within awakened. And I didn't want to live in that state of just existing. I didn't want to live in a state called defeatist status. I made a decision to go a different route. That's all you have to do is make a decision to change your life. Think about snipers. They are often positioned at a high vantage point so they can get a broader perspective. And that's all you need is just a broader perspective. Your thinking is just too small. And that is why Vision Board number 21 is completed for year 2022, called Heightened Enlightenment, because I'm leading at a higher altitude. You've got to create some distance. What is it that you want? Because what you've been doing possibly is not working, and it's hard to progress if you're in dysfunction. Think about J.K. Rowling. This woman went from nothing to billionaire status, but J.K. at one point, before she wrote the Harry Potter series, she was extremely shy and timid. She was on the train when the characters were forming in her mind, and this lady was too afraid to ask someone if she could borrow a pen so she could write her best-selling work. Your voice needs to be heard. You need to be seen. You need to be felt. And I'm going to tell you, when you get to the place where you are so obsessed with your best coming up out of you and being a gift to the world, there is no one that will be able to stop you. It does not matter if they don't like my personality, because it is big and it is wild and it's rowdy and I love it. It took me too many years to fall in love with it. I'm still going to get paid. I'm still going to look good. I'm still going to feel good. I'm still going to ride my bike. I'm still going to play with my dog. I'm still going to love my husband. Nobody stopping anything. When you free yourself to be who you were created to be, your life will change for the better. Don't feed your fumes, your exhaustion, your complaints. Fan your flames, baby. Fan your flames. Now, I got work to do.